Hello, welcome back. We are going to go through the LeadBlaster system. This is SMS LeadBlaster, and this system was actually designed to send mass messages to several recipients at once. The page that we're looking at right now here is the lead responder page. How you get here is you click on this main page when you come in. You see where it says lead responder, you click on that, and it brings you to the lead responder page. Now, a lead responder is this line here. I've created one as a demo just for us to take a look at, but each campaign, if you will, is its own responder, and we'll see what that means in a few. Um, let's just look at some of the features around here. We have create new. This creates a new responder, which we'll get into. We'll walk through that. Opt-out numbers, we'll explain that. Batch progress, we'll talk about that as well. Right now, what I'd like to do though is I'd like to go through the demo that we just have here. So if we click on edit, we can actually see what it looks like when you create a new responder. So what I did here is I actually created a new lead responder. Anytime you create a new one, you'll see it'll come up with this page. I put in a name callback. I never really put anything under subject for SMS because it just shows up weird on different phones. And here's where you type the message. Now your message can be up to 160 characters long. All right. The message counter is on the right hand side here where it says message length. If you notice as I type, that number increases, or as I delete, it decreases. You notice here how it has this weird, percent sign, F name, percent sign. That is what we would call a variable. So when you upload your data, you can upload the data with the phone number as well as the information of the recipient, such as first name, last name, etc. And you would have different variables to represent those values. How to find out which variable to put here is you click on where it says merge tags. You see this little I right here. You click on that and it tells you all the different variables. Now, one of the things to realize when you're doing that is you want to make sure you have the spaces here. So you notice it says hello and then there's a space. If I didn't have a space, then hello and the first name would go together. So make sure your spacing is in there before the variable as well. It has a call to action, a little information in the call to action. Come check out a new inventory or call this phone number. All right, once we have that, on the right hand side here, time from registration. Now, this portion actually tells you how long after you upload the list do you want the system to delay before sending out the message. Right now I have it at 1 minute. 0 minutes. You can change that to hours, days, weeks, etc. Now, let me tell you how that works. If you notice, you have the lead responder. You click on next. And now we're at the XML, which you don't need. You click finish, and it brings you back here to the main page. All right. When you're ready to upload your list, you just click here where it says upload, and it brings up a pop-up screen. Now, when you have your list, you need to make sure that you actually open it or have it saved rather in a CSV format. All right. You also notice here where it says optional, set the pace. You're going to want to set the pace. And what that means is this. If you upload a list of, let's say, 5,000 people, our system sends out about 250 texts per second. So if you upload a list of 5,000 people, it'll send the message out to 5,000 all at once. What you want to be able to do is pace it so that it only sends out a few text messages at a time to ensure that your phones don't, you can have coverage for all the calls that come in. So based on your list and based on your message and based on the amount of people you have on the phone, you want to adjust that accordingly. When you're uploading a list, there's a template. Notice here where it says download CSV template. The reason why that's important is because when you're uploading the list to the actual file, this is what it looks like when you open it up. If you noticed, you have to have the first column has to be the phone number. That's mandatory. This is a template of where your information should be so that when it uploads into the system, it will go into the proper fields. And the system will know when you're using those variables which column or which piece of data to use. So once you have your list saved as a CSV file, then you would, let's say here we're going to say send out 500 every 20 minutes. This check mark scrub numbers that already got the message from this lead responder. Let's remember this right here, this is a lead responder. So if you've uploaded numbers there before and you don't want to resend to the same people that you sent to prior, you would put a check mark there. If it's a new list that you, or if it's the same list and you just want to hit them again with the same message, then you would just remove the check mark and it would not scrub against other messages that were already sent. Choose file. Once you choose a file, you choose your CSV file. You choose the CSV file that you need. And once you do that, we're not going to do it here because we don't want this text message going out to thousands of people. But once you do that, it will tell you how many it is and let you know that to give it some time to actually send out. All right, I'm going to close out of here. This is the history. So if you click on history, it will show all the messages that you've sent out prior. Pending, this would show all of the messages that were pending to go out. Batch progress. Once you send an actual message, you can always check the progress by clicking on batch progress. When you click on that, it'll show all the information about the batch that you've done rather, the progress, and if you wanted to delete the batch or abort the batch, you would be able to do it under the action portion. I'll close out of here. The other part you might want to do is opt out numbers. Now, the reason why opt out numbers is important is because occasionally when you're doing a huge blast of people and people actually call in, you want to make sure that those people don't get another message from you or the same message from you. So if you're using it for lead generation purposes, let's say, and you send out a list and you have people that called in and responded to your actual offer, what you're going to want to do is download the people that actually called in, that responded, and put them in a CSV file. Remember that the phone number needs to be in the far left column, and then you're going to upload that to your opt-out list. So those people will not get another message from you from any of these responders. All right, that's pretty much this area. We'll close out of here. The other part that you're going to want to look at is the inbox. So when you click on the inbox, you'll be able to see actual messages that were replied to. So let's say you sent out a message and someone replied and had some input or had a question. It would show in your inbox. It will show the phone number. It'll show the actual message that they're replying to. So just in case you have several messages going out. The date. If you want to delete it, you can do it here. If you want to opt them out, you can do that as well. Details will show the details of the actual message. And another feature that's really good is you can actually chat with them. So there'll be a little button here where you can actually click on it and you can send a chat back and forth through them, and you can speak with the person real time via text message. One of the things that you want to make sure you're clear of is that all messages and chats are automatically deleted after 30 days. So it's a rolling 30 days. This inbox is not like the inbox that you may have for your email where things stay indefinitely. 30 days, they're deleted, and that is the standard there. Also, if you wanted to download this list, you can click on export, and you would be able to export it to an Excel file. Let's close out of here. All right, the last piece that you're going to want to know is your credit usage. So over here actually shows how many prepaid credits you have, etc. This is the short code that the messages will be sent out on. Over here on the right hand side where it says reports, there's a link that says credit usage. You click on that and you can run a report to see, of course, we didn't send any text messages, but you can run a report to see any text message or how many messages were sent at any given time. And that's the system. That's pretty much the system. And there's nothing else to really know about it. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. You can call me at the number above, 888-959-2293, or you can just send an email to support@smsleadblaster.com, and we'll get right back to you. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.